you want to touch it, you can. But you are really surprised he pulled you closer and had your wish, give me something in exchange. Forget it, you immediately avoid his gaze, but he wasn't planning to let you go. Didn't you want to touch it? Yes, but you can't give him something in exchange. You can't endure that things just because day ago he was all on it. So you smile awkwardly and try to pull your hand back. That won't work. I think it's better. But he pulled your hand to touch his earlobe before you could finish your sentence. You were stunned on the spot. Do you still want to calculate? He hugged you, placing his face on your neck. Don't you trust me? I wouldn't do things that you're not ready for it. Your hands subconsciously wrapped around him. Actually, you trusted him. That's why you give him chance. Otherwise, why would you still stay with him? Nothing. You patted his back soft. Wine. His voice was low, leaning against you, so the tone was like a rich and fragrant wine. Let's get married. Are you really going back early? This is rare opportunity for us. He kept repeating he really wanted to visit the places with you. He couldn't even pick gifts to say his future son. You didn't want to listen to him anymore and pushed his hand off you and walked to the airport. He quickly followed you. You brought me in such a hurry that I left work just like that. We will come next time, but I haven't prepared any gifts for my son. You stopped and gave him your unbelievable gaze. Literally, is he going to Metro Wound Street? Going to home? Why he's getting impatient? He literally proposed you this morning and you agreed to still have 1 month to be his wife. By after returning to the country, anyway, you don't want to disturb him at night, right? You guys are talking evenings flight and will be land in the midnight. It's useless for him to prepare any gifts today. His expression was a little mysterious as he curled up his lips. Yes, I want to see him, but I will definitely not disturb him. Well, he didn't prepare any gifts, so he have to take his time to choose gifts. He's going to meet your son for the first time. How it would work if he didn't give something to acknowledge him as your child's future dad? To persuade mom is hard, then what about child? So he have to be careful on. After all, I'm going to be his dad, so I have to prepare meeting gifts. You're a little curious what type gifts you want to give him. He raised his brow. Why you want to steal your son's gifts? What? Who said it? I was just curious, okay? He smiled. It's secret. You had a feeling that after they met, your as known as mother would be cast aside. Of course, Jungkook don't have to bring any gifts to Metro One, cause for your child, Jungkook himself be the biggest gift ever. Late at night, Choi Jong-ho drove to the airport. His hair was little messy. He looked tired after a long day at work. Ever since he taken the assistant's post of vice president, he have been working hard. Since Mr. Jones started his journey to chase after his women, maybe high salary is worth it to work hard. It's so hard to be assistant when CEO was busy to chase after lady and vice president was busy taking care of his pregnant wife. All the workload is on his young man. He might age earlier if this continues. He was leaning on the car doors, his eyes lit up, seeing two figures walking out of airport. Jungkook, carry your purse with you, whose hand was hooked to him seemed sleepy. Mr. Jong Ho open the door, and both of you get in. You leaned on Jungkook's shoulder. Let's go to the hotel. It's late. I don't want to disturb them. His head lowered to look at you. Don't want to disturb them? Then I will take another place. Of course, he have many places here in Seoul. Some of famous hotels are in his name too, but all these places he have closed on for you. So instructions Chongho to drive there. You didn't resist and obediently sleep there. Chongho looked behind from the rear view mirror. Did they get along now? He wondered. Drive well, Jungkook said in a serious tone. Only then Jongho straightened his back and focused on road. It was clean at night, barely passing one and two vehicles. After 20 minutes, Jongho opened the car door for Jungkook. While he carries you all the way, you were sleeping soundly, so he carries you upstairs and to his apartment. Jongho left after that, leaving him and you alone at his space. Jungkook laid down you on his bed and went to change. After that, he brought one of his shirts. He sat beside you. Let's change into comfortable clothes, okay? His voice was low. You hummed and let him change your clothes. He kissed your forehead as you sleep soundly. Little guy sat on the sofa, swinging his legs. Jenny came out yawning. Aunt Nini, you said Mummy is coming at night, but why I can't see her? Rovon looked at her with an expression of resentment and questioned her. Jenny was stunned at first. Didn't she come back yet? Have you seen the room? Rovon pouted. I stayed in Mommy's room last night, but she didn't come. Really? Could it be that her flight is late? Let me call her. She ran to get her phone and dialed the number. You're sleeping soundly? Jungkook muted your phone not to disturb you, so when it vibrated, he bring it to living room. The person on the other line was anxious that something might happen, so she kept calling. After three times calling, only then Jungkook picked up the call and asked in a low tone, "What's the matter?" The other party was silent, and it took her a while to react. Cause male voice sounded very familiar, and she remembered who you went with. Mr. June, she stuttered. It made him frown. She's still resting. Is something the matter? Jenny subconsciously shook her head, but she realized that she was on phone call. Other party might not see her at all. No, I just wanted to know why Sarang didn't come back last night. She is with me, don't worry, he said firmly. Hey, okay then, I will hang up first. She cut the call and sighed of relief. It scares her when Jungkook picked up the call instead of you. What if you both get together and she have to face him frequently? She's not used to it at all. Aunt Nini, where's my mummy? Rowan asked her again for the third time. She's fine, don't worry, she will come back later. She walked to him and rubbed his head. Your mummy is a bit busy looking after your dad. Are you hungry? Go and wash up. I will make breakfast for you. Then we are going. I will drop you to school earlier today. He nodded. Mummy said she will find my dad for me soon. So Mummy is bringing dad over. Jenny thought about their identical faces and shrugged. I don't know. You will know when the time comes. I will pick you up afternoon. We are going to have dinner at your uncle's place. Your uncle is missing you. Did my uncle miss you too? Jenny's expression changed. Ronnie, don't go back to your words. It's different than we agreed. You clearly agreed that you won't mention me in front of your uncle. I even cooked you extra snacks. She pouted. Okay, okay, I will tell uncle that I want you to eat a lot so we can spend our time outside. Jenny was touched by his words. Oh, my baby, she hugged his shoulders. Kim Ro-woon is really Aunt Nini's baby. I will make you anything you wanted to eat in the future. Ro-woon blinked and revealed a naughty smile. He really know how to earn benefits for himself. When you wake up, it was already noon. The blazing sun was high in the sky. Although there is curtains covering, the room was bright. You looked around the familiar environment. You thought for a while and get up. This place should not the hotel. You try to think there is no sound of sea waving, so it should not be Hejang Villa either. Your surroundings was quiet. Your phone was placed on table and there is note on it. Breakfast is on the kitchen, left side to the living room. It was casual. You opened your phone and saw Jungkook's text. Morning, did you wake up? You text him back. You went to the bathroom. I have prepared supplies for you. There are clothes on the wardrobe. Wait for me to come. We will have lunch together. You quickly sent OK and saw a pair of brush, so you used one and washed your face. There was two large toothbrush and one small. It was set with washing cups. Jungkook had prepared three things in his bathroom, one for couples and other small for a wound. It actually warmed your heart. You turn on the camera and pose yourself, then click the pictures with supplies, then looked at it with silly smile. After 10 minutes, you come out and as instructions, you went to the wardrobe and saw all kind of clothes. From top to bottom and inner clothes are all prepared so well. When did he prepare all this? You wonder and went to kitchen and saw some prepared breakfast. You put it to heat up then eat yourself. After eating, you are bored and wanted to go back to work. It's still early. Why don't I go back first? When it's time for lunch, you can come and pick me up. You sent a text. The meeting of the Jones was in progress. Jungkook sat on the main seat and watched shareholders arguing for certain things, but his expression remained changed. He held his phone and was texting his women, although he's the one who set the rules not to use phone during meetings, but he couldn't help himself when he thought that woman is sleeping in his apartment, afraid he would miss your text. He couldn't bring himself to put phone aside and concentrate to meeting. This time, when he saw your text, his smile drops and he directly called you. You thought that he's busy at work, so you prepared to leave, but got a call from him. It was quick like he's chasing the soul. Hello, what are you planning to do without waiting for me? His voice was low and deep, that would have covered by shareholders' argument, but it was too familiar tone for them too. That's why they stopped talking and looked over and found Jungkook was in phone call. Group of people were thinking that Jungkook had expressed his opinion, but it was opposite. They clearly made rules not to use phone during meeting time, but now boss himself was breaking it. He raised his brow. Wait, there obediently you are not allowed to go anywhere. I will come back soon. You resist the urge to roll your eyes, but I have some pending work at company. I have sat, stayed there. I'm coming. We will have lunch together. He picked up his coat and walked to the exit. Some people came forward to stop him. Young Master John, meeting is still on process. Where are you going? There is something to do. He answered, making old man unsatisfied. That was not urgent matter than meeting, right? Jungkook looked at that man who snorted boldly. Do you have any objections? He shot the sharp gaze. Everyone is discussing about the matter. How could you be irresponsible and leave the meeting in halfway? Isn't this a little inappropriate? Of course, time is money. We can lose it if we don't care about it. Oh, his expression was cold. Then the meeting will be suspended for now. I will continue when I come back. He went out without hearing anything. Joan, everyone looked at each other's disbelief and whispers about matter. Well, then since director had already said they didn't plan to wait for them, so all team returns to their own work. This case is not new for them. When you heard him coming over, you wanted to reject, but he was quick to hang up the call. This man is always like this. He do whatever he wants and let people questions about it. You sighed and leaned on the sofa, using your phone, scrolling down your social media. Since he had asked you to wait, you could not leave like that. You don't know where this place is. After a while, you walked around looking for decoration. You didn't know how long it would take him to reach here. This place is so type of him. You walked towards curtains that was half drowning and found balcony. Today's sun is warm.